Okay, so for this fifth task, installation of Grafana and Prometheus, and then checking the utilization of CPU, RAM, and storage for 70%. So for that, in order to implement this task, I have used the T2X large instance uh, from Amazon, and then in this for this task, I am using the kind of like testing environment in a Minikube. So technically, I am installing the Minikube in a T2X large, and then inside the Minikube, I'm going to install the Prometheus and Grafana by means of utilizing the Helm charts. So in order to do so, we need the Docker. So these are the steps from the official documentation. So I have used these commands get the official GPG key and then add the repository and then installation of Docker packages. So after that, I'm going to install the Minikube cluster inside the virtual machine. And after that, I'm going to use the kubectl because we need it for the interaction. And then I'm going to create a user and new group because this command need it. And then I'm going to start the Minikube with this configuration like 2 CPU cores and memory of 8 GB with the driver of Docker because I'm going to utilize the virtual environment Docker for the Minikube. So after that, once this gets installed, I'm going to use the hem charts because I'm going to use the Prometheus operator hem charts because this is the standard and quite optimized method in order to install the complete package for the monitoring purposes. So as a result of which, I'm going to use the Prometheus operator. So for that, I have installed the hem charts, and I'm going to add this repo Prometheus community GitHub IO hem charts, and then I'm going to update the repo. And from there, I'm going to install this Prometheus community cube Prometheus stack. This stack is important, so it will kind of like complete package for Prometheus Grafana and other similar tools. And so this will install the mm, recommended tools kind of like along with it. And similarly, I'm going to use this name for the release name, and I'm going to install it with the fvalues.yaml. So I'm going to create this file in the EC2 instance with this configuration because I wanted to send the alert from the Grafana. So that's why I am utilizing this values.yaml file, and I'm going to use this for the installation of this. Uh, yeah. So after installing that, I'm going to run this command port forward deployment Prometheus Grafana 3000 so that it will open up from the public IP. So after running that command, I am getting this handling connection for 3000 for this particular IP address. So the server is running the T2X large, and this is the Grafana dashboard. So I did the login part, which with the default credentials. This is the admin and prom operator. These are the default credentials for it. So after that, in order to set the alerts, what I have did, uh, so first of all, let's see because I was testing before. So this is the memory usage alert for 70%. So we can get this kind of uh, alert for the memory, then for the disk utilization, and then for the CPU. So how to do that? So if we go to the dashboard, here we can see the different connections because as this is a hem chart and the Prometheus is in the Kubernetes cluster, so Prometheus will look at itself also along with the Kubernetes cluster, and along with that uh, it has also installed the node exporter. So kind of like those hem charts automatically will install this node exporter, which is needed in order to look at the system like configuration like a system of CPU, memory, and disk. So for that, exporters are needed, different kind of exporter for different monitoring purposes, for different monitoring of applications. So here it is looking at itself also Prometheus, and then we are going to use this node exporter nodes, and along with that it is also looking at the Kubernetes cluster also. So So this is because of the hem charts. We are getting the complete package. So if we go into this, I have configured the here I have configured in the edit. I have set the alarm. So if I go into this, so these steps are same for CPU also and for memory and disk also. So I have got here also because every now and then it is triggering it. Okay, so it's resolved one. So after it gets resolved, if there is issue, it will fire it, and once it gets resolved, it will give the resolved also. So what I have did is I have given the name here, and then I am going to use the last part of it, means last utilization. What is the last utilization? And then I'm going to those. So this is for the 70%. So I have written is like here 0.65. So it will be around 70%. And this is the folder name. This is the alert group for 30 seconds. So within 30 seconds it will keep checking, and after, and this 30 second means after 30 second of waiting, like once it gets that there is a usage um, above 70%, and so it will wait for 30 seconds, and after 30 seconds it will send an email. Okay, so we have got here again, like there are multiple processes involved, so that's why it is showing the 70% utilization. So this is the configuration which is same for all the three. Okay, currently disk is okay. Yeah, so as the multiple processes are running, so it is kind of like waiting for 30 seconds, and after 30 seconds it is going to just to show the email alerts. I have used the less amount of time. That's why I'm getting this email frequently. Otherwise, we can adjust the time as per our convenience. Yeah, so this is the Grafana dashboard, and it is picking up these details uh, from the Prometheus, because this package is going to install Prometheus also. Okay, so if we go to this particular GitHub repo, so this is the Cube Prometheus stack. So it's going to install the dependencies like Grafana, node exporter. So Grafana for visual representation, then node exporter, and similarly, it is going to install some more additional tools also. So here is the alert manager also. Yeah, that's it.